Hey guys, and welcome back to GP Automotive and Diecast. Today I bring you an unboxing of this 1949 Buick Super. This is no ordinary Buick. This is one of the best looking Buicks, in my opinion, ever made. Just a phenomenal looking model, and especially for that time period, too. This is from Motormax, and it's a 1/18 scale model that I got from my local hobby town for only $19. Very good deal for one Motormax model that is still brand new in box, essentially. So, brand new in box that, well, never been opened before. As you can see on the tape, we're going to see if we can break that with my screwdriver. There we go. Got it. Let's go ahead and open it. I've actually, once again, never actually opened this. I've had this for a little bit, but never opened it. Wow. Yeah, these flaps are pretty stiff, which means it's never been opened. So I'm going to set you on the car. It was kind of hard to get out. Oh, there you go with that very loud pop. Oh, wow. Look at that background. Isn't that cool? Look at that beautiful car. Holy smokes. Look at that. I'm still astonished by just what we used to make in America. Just absolutely gorgeous. And you have that diner, 50s diner background there. Oh, so cool. I think this is the best looking, well, the thing just came off. This is probably the best looking Motormax model I have. You look at the paint still. Just gorgeous. Oh, they have like a rubber texture coming to the seats. At least the front ones. Let's go ahead and take it off the base. Well, that's like the only... There's a little bit of orange peel on that side, but apart from that, geez Louise. Absolutely gorgeous car. Okay, let's see, three screws right there for the good old screwdriver to take care of. Let's see if I can... That's kind of falling off, so let me set you down real quick. Well, I don't want to strip that screw, so I'll be back. Hold on. I have this screwdriver from one of my Motormax, actually not Motormax, Maisto builds, so let's see, hopefully see if this will work. Oh, geez, yeah, this has definitely not been taken out of the box ever. You can always tell because usually these things are, when you take these screws off, there's like a popping noise with the plastic. And, who knows how long this thing's been in the box for. I mean, I'm guessing this was probably made in the early 2000s, maybe, this model. And Motormax was making some pretty unique models, especially with concepts back in the day, 90s and 2000s. And some really neat ones as well that only they made, actually. And for reasonable prices, and sometimes, some of these are actually some of the rarest models out there, Motormaxes. Not the greatest quality in general. Some are better than others, especially, even some of the later models. And then you'll just come across some models occasionally that weren't the greatest in quality, I would say. Jeez Louise, these screws. I would say the leader right now for diecast is definitely Maisto. And actually, not too far from now, we'll be getting the Sam's. Jeez Louise. Look what it did to my hand. Ow. We're going to get the Sam's run, so hopefully I'll get a video on that when we do get the shipment of those cars. Let me see if I can use my shirt to give me some grip. Because this is ridiculous. I mean, this is like crazy. There. Okay. Jeez. These videos are usually longer just for this reason right here. Taking the dead gum screws out. Don't understand why they had to put 3. They could just put 2 like every other manufacturer. I don't know if you know, but some of the 1/24th models made by what is it? What's that brand? Man, I can't remember. But they have 8 screws in total to get the car off the stand, off the base, off the stand, and everything. It's crazy. And I actually have a couple of their models, and it's just a hassle to get them out. But here it is. Oh, wow. Isn't that thing just beautiful? I mean, look at it. What does that say? Dynaflow? Oh. Were these called the Dynaflows? And the Supers were later? You know, because Oldsmobile made a Super 88. You know, I don't know. I feel like that range was all kind of, you know, kind of complicated sometimes. They changed the names over and stuff. I'm not sure 100%, but I mean, look at that paint. Actually beautiful. The interior? Not the greatest detailing on the interior, but once again, there's probably not a lot of stuff in this car to begin with. It's 1949. You didn't have I mean, you probably had a radio, a speedometer, and a heater. I would bet that's probably about it. A clock, maybe? Fuel gauge and all that stuff. It has a nice handlebar kind of detailing there. And the stitching kind of effect with that top. Sun visors and all the chrome pairs nicely. Definitely screams America, this car. And boy, that front end. Just gorgeous. Isn't that funny? California license plate. 1949 Buick. Well, I'm really happy with this model. You know, I thought I would be. It's a really nice looking model, really good price, and usually not a big fan of Motormax, but frankly, you hear a lot about them, but almost every model I've gotten with, I'm pretty happy with. You know, I'm not looking for some crazy high-end. I do have a few higher-end models, such as one of them, which is actually this Ferrari right here. This is the 458, especially 458 Italia Racing. Beautiful car. It's a Hot Wheels Elite model. But good paint quality, trim lines up pretty nicely, and it's $19. It's a beautiful car. I can't complain too much about it. Well, put in the comments down below what you think about this model or any other models from Motormax, and just whatever you like to put in the comments down below in general. And hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. We'll hopefully continue for many years to come. Well, it was a different time back then, wasn't it? Well, it's called history for a reason. Thank you guys so much for watching, and GP out.